Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Ooh. Do I look so peaceful? Facts. Thank you for acknowledging the universe doing what it does. You feel me? But how's everybody doing on this recycled Sunday? Hopefully you are doing okay. Are you able to hear me though? Put a thumbs up if you can hear me. I just want to make sure the sound quality is not messed up. Oh, I just seen it. Don't pause it because of poor connection. It's raining a little bit. Man, T-Mobile? Fuck with your boy. We're going to make sure we get that light. There we go. Make sure y'all enjoy. Okay, you can hear me? Good. So, yeah, make sure you get yourself something to drink. You know, hey, what's crazy? If you have not been asked about your mental health, how is your mental health? On top of that, if your mental health is not where it needs to be, give your time to reflect, listen to nature, do what it does. You got, 2 minutes to get yourself something to drink, something to eat. You want to smoke, you want. Shit, do whatever you want. But we're going to understand what is happening with Satan dissing Satan. And you being entertained by Satan's enlightenment. Do music. It's like we had to start getting our priorities straightened. Because it's just not something to really play with. But it's something that we should have been knew about. So let's get into this. Well, we ain't gonna get into it just yet. But you got 2-3 minutes. Get yourself your notes. Get you some homework. A journal. And what's crazy, this video will be posted this live will be posted on YouTube. So for people on YouTube, all that. What's good, my boy Trey? How you doing? But to all the people who are on YouTube, TikTok, all that, this will be on YouTube, etc. Okay. I had something else too. Oh yeah, the timer. I'm gonna get the timer. How long do I want this video to be? It don't even matter because there is no time. Because we about to expose a lot. No pics. How you doing? How are we doing? Peace, love, heavenly abundance, prosperity, divinity to you and your family. But yeah, we're going to expose what's going on in the music industry. And we're going to expose people who are caught up into this gossip about celebrities dissing themselves. Hey, B, please get away. Please fly away. Please. Damn. What are you flying near me for? I don't know if you're going to sting me. I don't know what you're going to do, but get away from me. As a bee, please talk to me. This is divinity. Ooh, wait. Can't you see? These niggas is blind and their eyes is not even 3 times 3. That's 9. We are not either. Oh, I'm cooking up for the kid. I'm not a rapper, though. But yeah, get ourselves amped up, man, because I'm about to get the 10 Commandments, too. We got to get the 10 Commandments going because we are still, that owl, you know exactly what's going on. Bohemian Grove, talk to me. You feel me? But yeah, so the 10 Commandments, too, they're not in order. But as long as you know them, that's all that matters. But of course, so yeah, one of them being you should not bear false witness against your neighbor. Actually, before we get into that, because we got a lot to get into, and let me count the gems real quick. You should at least learn one new thing to help bring sex trafficking to light. That's what this whole video is about, or this whole live is about. So after this live as well, I will make videos for the Reels, TikTok. Come on, bro. Reels, TikTok, all that. So this will be on YouTube. But before we get into this disclaimer, I'm neither right nor wrong. If you see people trolling in the comment section, just know they are programmed to run their algorithm. What's good, bro? Love. How you doing? Just_being. But yeah, they are programmed to speak negative because they are defending predators, sex traffickers, molesters, rapists, all of that. And on top of that, these unconscious people, they love to worship and idolize Satan. So if you are awake and you are open-minded to these conversations that do not come from me, but they come from a higher source, I'm neither right nor wrong, and I also am that I am. All right. When it comes to the 10 Commandments, before we get into Kendrick and Drake, or Satan and Satan dissing each other, I'm trying to watch out for this beat, because I ain't trying to get stung. Understand, you shall not make any idols. If you are idolizing, if you are worshiping, if you are giving glory to celebrities, you are basically giving glory to Lucifer and Satan. Therefore, you are giving glory to your lower perspective. You're giving glory to your subconscious mind's higher self. So you have a higher self in your conscious mind, but you also have a higher self in your subconscious mind. We would call that Lucifer. You may call that Satan. Either way it goes, they are both similar and different in their own frequency. The only thing is, though, Satan's frequency is limited to Lucifer's enlightenment. So Lucifer was spreading enlightenment through his light or his perspective, but he had no good or bad as a program being. Satan, therefore, took on the subconscious limitations of his subconscious mind or his ego. So because of that, he placed a satanic frequency upon the world as well. So you combine Satan's frequency and Lucifer's frequency together, you get the Illuminati. So that's why the Illuminati don't exist, but they are illuminating beings. By them being illuminated beings, they were the ones to create these frequencies called the Ten Commandments. So for one, if you're idolizing what these celebrities are talking about, you are a part of the problem, which is why it's like the crab in a bucket mentality. So we gotta understand that birth too. When it comes to like consciousness, so there's different forms of what God is. God is a title placed upon deities, higher deities on top of that, enlightened deities. So if you're asleep and you don't know it, you won't even be able to comprehend this whole conversation. But that's why the live will be on YouTube as well. So take your time. I'm gonna also slow down as well, because I do talk fast, but my mind is in a different dimension and my physical body's in a 3D. What are you doing? Come on, bro. I'm sorry, there's a bee. You know, I'm trying to just focus. So, for one, you shall make no idols once again. We do that every single day. So by us, and I hear you, I appreciate you. By us understanding that when you are worshiping these deities or these fallen angels, because their life is scripted, so crab in a bucket once again. So I have this, for example, and don't judge me, I was doing Instacart. The person canceled their order, so I don't steal, but I savored this moment for this teaching right here. BU. That's just easy for me to do, I ain't gonna lie. So we have a realm. So we will say this is a realm right here. By this happening, we gotta understand the crab in a bucket. So we're all placed in this bucket right here. All in this bucket. So by us being in a bucket, we gotta understand that certain deities program these people we call celebrities, which is why if you find or you surface the internet and you find a celebrity when they were a kid, then you'll be able to watch how far they went into going into fame. So for one, we gotta understand parents. There are parents who are actually enlightened and they will sell their soul. They will sell their kids' souls to these different deities. So like you got Moloch, Baal, there's many different entities. So it was crazy, Ishtar. So even in the different like Eastern cultures, and people want to defend African culture or Pan-African culture, cool. But no matter what agriculture we were in, no matter what ethnic group we were in, we were still sacrificing our kids to Satan and Lucifer. The only thing is though, Lucifer calls himself the government and he calls himself money. So because of that, people are selling their children into the industry. So for example, if you've been keeping up with celebrities, like you have to pay attention to how their life is scripted. Meaning that once again, crab in the bucket. We're all in the same bucket, right? So they're not better than you, but their ego thinks that they're better than you because they gave up their rectum to be a multimillionaire. So because of that, as we're all enclosed in this system, there's many different people who will do what it takes to get to the top. So there are some kids who are destined to get their soul sacrificed at birth. And like, it's because their mom and dad, they're hybrids, but therefore don't have other guys before me. So these celebrities, they already know on a spiritual sense, they know far more than what your mind can comprehend. Which is why if you don't know psychology or neuroscience or metaphysics or quantum physics, then you won't even understand how they're able to program your mind. Because this shit goes beyond a physical sense of what programming even is. So therefore, attention is currency. Your attention to this beef or this diss is their currency. So these niggas are sitting there together, literally plotting on how to get your attention away from your higher self. But the thing is though, you'll vouch for what side you want to pick. So you may say Drake, you may say Kendrick. Either way it goes, they're both sellouts. They're both literally fallen angels of both God and Satan combined together, showing their dark and light side upon the masses. And people are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, literally getting their currency from their attention span, because people's attention spans are shot, meaning that you're listening to songs that were literally pre-recorded, predetermined, predestined. So these two niggas sat in a room, in a conference room, and they said to themselves, so how you wanna shock the world with the rap industry? Because don't forget, I don't focus on others if it doesn't affect my purpose and path. Facts. But this whole live is to help people understand that on your awakening, you have to stop idolizing people. But I get what you're saying, though. But we are here to shed light. This whole live is to shed light on sex trafficking and kids being kidnapped every single day through celebrities. So we're going to get into it. Just wait. I'm trying to marinate the... No, I'm trying to marinate the food. Let me cook up. These niggas sat in the goddamn office in the same room together, and they told themselves, both of their managers, their employers, whatever you want to call their handlers. Their handlers sat there and told themselves, how can we make more money? These niggas thought to themselves, and what's crazy, don't ask how I know. You can astral project into different past scenarios, and you can watch these niggas do this shit. It's crazy because they're doing it in real time. So Kendrick probably sat in front of Drake, and Drake probably sat in front of Kendrick, and they said, how can we get paid? Because don't forget, in the beginning of the year, people kept saying, oh, the rap industry is sinking, it's tanking. We have no good rappers anymore. Rap dead. We got women on top of the rap game. So, of course, a lot of men were getting mad about that. But now, all of a sudden, we got this beef that has sparked people's interest. We have sparked people's creativity. Not only that, we're shedding light on predators or child traffickers. But why is it that it takes a sellout in the industry to make you listen to what people have been saying? That's the thing, too. It shouldn't have took Kendrick to expose Drake and to helping you understand that these niggas they're trafficking kids every single day. And the thing is, though, they're both industry experts and have this agenda to argue fake beef to distract us. Literally. So there's no way that you sit here and you think to yourself that just because this sound like this or he's doing that, they're both exposing each other. So if you are on Kendrick's side, you are listening to him exposing himself. He's projecting what he knows about himself and Drake. So therefore, Drake is doing the same exact thing. Not only that, these are entertaining contradictions. So if you believe what's going on, you are programmed by entertaining lies, and you are entertained by that. So it's like a circus. You have a bunch of clowns. Not only that, you have different clowns who have sold their soul to get more fame, more attention, more notoriety, because they want to be a part of the circus of the elites. They want to sell themselves to be away from the field slaves, because we are actually still field slaves, literally. So therefore, because of that happening, they told themselves, how can we make more profit? How can we shake the rap industry? How can we get people to come back into listening to us again, to the men or the masculine perspective of rap? Not only that, this beef has been happening before you were even aware of rap. So by that happening, they told themselves, we can stir up a fake entertaining script that is scripted beyond the unconscious society's ego to where they will think that these things are real. We have grown men searching up 11-year-old girls and tying it up to Drake, talking about, I been knew Drake had 11-year-old daughter. Why do you care about another man's kid that may not even be his? Why do you care? That's what makes this stuff so sad, because we're putting our focus into sellouts, but you're not putting focus into your career, your purpose, your life, your willpower into loving on Almighty God. That's how unconscious we are. So therefore, let's get into this video, because that was only the beginning. I'm still not done. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. If you are gossiping about yourself. Not only that, you are still disobeying a commandment. And that's exactly why our ego is still enslaved to this day. Because we cannot follow the directions of our Almighty Creator. Don't eat that apple. Because if you do, what's going to happen? Here we are today. We don't listen. We're hard-headed. Speaking of Illuminati, who are the illuminated ones? You? The Illuminati don't exist, but you would never see them. But the thing is, though, by me telling you that, I'm lying to you. But they're everywhere and nowhere. So their light is so bright, they're right in front of you, and you still can't see them, because that's how transparent they are. They're so transparent that, for example, they make us think that these things going on are all part of the agenda. But the only thing is, though, everything that's happening comes from our ego. So everything that's literally going on right now does not exist. It doesn't. So in like 6 months from now, you're going to be like, hey, you remember when they were dissing each other? Like, you won't even care. You won't even care. It's to literally help you stir yourself away from your higher self once again. So they're walking with you. Exactly. They're literally everywhere. So they're so illuminated. They make us think that birds are chirping. They make us think that it's raining. They make us think that this is grass. They make us think that we're actually speaking English, but the only thing we're speaking is frequency. So get tuned into God. That's the only thing you can do, is just be an observer. So if you're commenting on what's going on within this fake diss, it's like all you're doing is just gossiping about your higher self through the entertainment industry. Not only that, you're not even a part of it. So how can you even gossip about it? Why are you talking about what's going on in the industry? It has nothing to do with you. All right. Now, where's our list at? Because this shit is crazy. So, the best way for these predators, these pedophiles, these sex traffickers to do what they do, to sweep things under the rug, they have exploitative contracts. So, because of that, many predators will use contracts that heavily favor an industry professional or a company. And this will leave the artist with minimum control or compensation for their work. You're flying near me again. Excuse me, I need you to go free roam. Why are you hiding under the table? Go free roam. So, with the exploitative contracts, these people, and that's the thing as well with our babies. We gotta understand, if you are a young child, if you are a teenager, if you're a young adult, and you're trying your hardest to get into the industry, it's not worth it. All right, you want to be under the table, go ahead and do your thing. It's not worth it because we gotta understand that by you doing that, all you're doing is you're going to regret what you thought you knew and you didn't even know what you knew. So you thought that you were going to get paid multi-millions. You thought that your life would change, and it did. But the thing is, though, you're not going to be able to sit in your house reminiscing over your accolades because you know it comes from a false sense of self or a false sense of identity. So all the materialistic things that you bought will not matter because you don't have control of everything that you need. That's why people have 360 deals, 720s, people getting like 95% and somebody getting like 5% of your contract. How is somebody getting more earnings from your art than you? From the artist? How are you an artist getting scammed out of your art? How? So once you sign these contracts, it's like as a kid, as a young adult, you had to literally learn how to read. That's exactly why people struggle to read. The average American is literally, like, they're reading under a 7th grade level. So that means many of Americans, just Americans alone, can't even read past the 12th grade. Do you know how sad that is? That means that if somebody gave you a contract and you were going to sell your soul, you wouldn't even know because you're so ready. You're so ready to make it out the hood. You're so ready to get out the suburbs. You're so ready to leave your mom's house. You're so ready to leave that life that you used to know. But then so you get into that realm of being rich, that's a whole other dimension of knowledge. And if you can't even comprehend that knowledge, you won't make it. Because once you sign that exploitative contract, now you have power dynamics. So number 2, predators, sex traffickers, molesters, all of that, they will exhibit and exploit power imbalances to manipulate or coerce people into compromising situations. Meaning that no matter what, they will bait you into thinking that what is going on is literally happening, but they have power over your ego. That's exactly why when it came to money, money was the bridge into finding out who has an enhanced ego. Because if you give a lame ass nigga, excuse my French, if you give a lame ass nigga money and he never had it before, if you get him cars, mansions, girls, if you get him attention out of millions of people, he has followers all over the place. Imagine what he'll become. He never had that before. But then once he got famous, once he bent over for his elites, now look at him. He flaunting, talking about something. He making videos on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. He like, man, your boy made it, man. Y'all niggas so broke. Y'all ain't doing shit with y'all like. So we broke because we don't want to we don't want to toss our salad to get paid 10 million. We're broke because, oh, okay, I forgot you're projecting as a celebrity. So you made it. You're in a penthouse, but don't forget, though, who gave you that penthouse. You still have a mommy and daddy. The only thing is, though, between us, we don't got to bend over backwards for it. I mean, we're getting slapped, like we're getting whipped, but you're getting whipped, and you're on the MK Ultra, and on top of that, your rectum is getting penetrated every single night, and you're on your knees to get yourself multi-millions. Don't toot your own horn, Satan. I see you for what you are. I don't care how famous you are, family. We on their ass, baby. Pause. Number 3, sexual harassment and assault. And what's crazy, there are many victims under this shit right here as well. Sadly, there have been numerous cases of sexual harassment and assault perpetrated by people in positions of power within the industry. Wow, straight facts. Neither right nor wrong, family. So, people of power in the industry, they will sexually harass you. So think about it too. They watch how far you'll let them go. So if you let your master rub on your leg and you just be like, in your head, I want the money. I want the money. Like, for example, I want the money. I want the money. I want the money. That's all I'm here for. I want the money. Okay? Keep on saying that to yourself. And your master, your handler, your slave master is going to be like, hey, Bill, she's letting me touch her thigh. He's letting me touch his thigh. Guess what else I'm going to touch? Now they going up. Now they going up. I want the money. I want the... Are you okay with this? Will I get 10 million? Let me do what I do, man. Let me do what I do. The whole thing is, though, this is behind closed doors. So I could be telling you that. You'd be like, man, you just talking out your ass. You would say that because you're not closed-minded. But I'm lying to you by saying that because you are closed-minded. You have to be open-minded to what's going on behind closed doors. These beings are behind closed doors. And the thing is, too, when you go behind these doors of the Illuminati, the Illuminated fraternity, so for one, please fly away from me, brother. Fly away from me. The thing is, when it comes to Lucifer and the Baphomet signifies and dignifies peace and balance with both duality and polarity. So if you see people, they're worshiping the Baphomet or they're like taking a picture next to it, they are telling you that they've been sold their soul, but they're so spiritually enlightened that they were able to join secret fraternities and sororities, and they were able to enlighten themselves from what the masses will never know because they sold themselves. So there's levels to this shit of consciousness. So you can be in the 3D realm and you can learn like 4D, 5D, cool. But there's knowledge beyond the 9D. So when you go into these realms, there's, once again, 3D to 9D to 20D to 100D. But the thing is, though, there's no limitation on knowledge. So once you're walking through a door, like imagine you just got your break of fame. You're walking through these doors. Everybody that follows you on Instagram, they'll be like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You made it. The whole time, though, they're not walking with you through these doors. So as you're walking through these doors of enlightenment, you're going through portals now. So you're basically on DMT. Once you're on these drugs like pink cocaine, methamphetamines, you're on perks, Xans, you like you're doing crazy shit. Now you're walking through these realms and you're like, oh, nah. Oh, what is this? I didn't expect that. That's exactly why with comedians are put into place to make fun of the shit that they actually go through. That's why when people love Cat Williams or Drewski or whoever else, they still sold their soul as well, my nigga. So it don't make them less funny. They're funny, but to a certain extent, it's like they give you symbolism in their own shows, on their Netflix specials. They're showing you what they are a part of. So as they're walking through these realms, bro, they see kids getting trafficked. They see kids getting molested. They see kids getting touched. The only thing is, though, when they post back at home, what do we do as consumers? We like it, we comment, we subscribe. I love you. We repost them, but yet you won't repost your best friend who's trying to really make it out and and make some change for their society. You won't support them, but you'll support Lil Baby and Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Some of you still probably follow Diddy. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. You can't make this stuff up. Like, imagine you walk into a room and you see a kid getting touched on and she's crying for help. But hold on, what do? You ignore. You're like, man, turn the blind eye. Because what did you do? You signed the blood oath. So what happens if you speak up? So not only that, number one, what do we say? Exploitative contracts. If you decide to even open your goddamn mouth, do you know what's going to happen to you? There is no, oh, what happened to so-and-so? There is no so-and-so. They weren't even born. They knocked off her and his consciousness because he said that there were kids getting touched on in the industry. And he tried to expose that. Imagine if you walked into a room where everybody you looked up to, sports, like so athletes, musicians, actors, whatever the case may be. You walked in there. You don't have your phone because your phone is in a bin. And somebody's asking, like, how do you know this shit? Astral project. It's like the frequency that they're in is everywhere. It's shared with you. Literally be awake to this shit. It's a dream. So you can actually dream this shit. Once they take your phone, there is no like speaking out for what's going on. Like, no, because you can't record it. But who's recording you? Who's recording you? You don't have, you're done. So you're basically in a trap now. And once you have been entrapped, you're looking like Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Lil Wayne, Birdman, LeBron. But the whole time, no, you're saying that in your mind. You can't speak out loud because then they gonna look like, hey, what's he doing here? What's he doing here in our fraternity? So like now you have to be like Cat Williams. You gotta be on the fence, put yourself in these doors, but then you don't talk, you just listen. And people will tell you their information behind closed doors. Literally, you can't make this stuff up. So they're all part of the same agenda. So if you're watching people in the NBA, you're watching sellouts, you're watching Nephilim playing for the elite. The elite are entertained by basketball. You are not entertained by it. Imagine watching the same entire game every year. Like, think about it. You watch the same simulation every year, every day, and you're still not tired of it. But then if you spend 2 to 3 hours watching a bunch of men play basketball, what have you done in those 3 to 4 hours to enhance your life? You gave them those views, you gave them those ratings and those analytics, and now they're rich off of your attention span. That's what they want. That's what they want. This is a war on the spiritual mind, man. Discrimination. So based on gender, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and other factors is prevalent in the entertainment industry. And predators can use this to maintain control. So the thing is, man, like, let me make sure, because we got so many gems here. But discrimination, doesn't matter what race you are. Their goal is to emasculate the black man. And on top of that, many people be like, that's not true. Look at our was that what bug was that? I'm sorry for killing you, universe. I do apologize. So somebody will ask, like, okay, so why do they emasculate black men and women? Look at you. Look at you. You're a carbonated being. They know who you are. They literally saw you living your history moment, and they knocked it off of the dimension, and they created a new one for you. That's how powerful we are. We're so powerful. We have forgotten our history for a reason. That's why we've seen the book of Enoch teaching I taught yesterday. That shows you that we had heavenly dreams to where we knew and we could revelate our life. But why do you think the book of Enoch is not in the King James Version of our Bible? And why do you think that they are banning the Bible for a reason? So everything that we're going through is a part of the entertainment industry. They're meant to entertain you for a short period of time. You can't make this stuff up. So if you are a black man, you're painting your nails, you're being emasculated. If you are a black man or a black woman and you're going into these industries and you're expecting to get multi-millions without tossing your salad, you are delusional as fuck. Not only that, if you toss your salad and you complain to social media about what you went through, we cannot help you because you knew what was going on and you allowed it. If you are in the industry and you see kids getting trafficked in these hotel rooms or these parties and you shut your mouth and you look the other way, you are just as guilty, and you are also Lucifer and you are also Satan. Not only that, money runs your life. So therefore, you will see judgment. That's exactly why when people go into, so Epstein as well. Epstein is a part of this as well. So your favorite celebrity was on Epstein's island as well. You be like, nah, they didn't release the list. They don't have to release the list, fam. If you are in the multi-millions or billions, you do not get there without having some form of evil inside of you. There's no way. Like, you can't just be good and be a billionaire. There's no way. It's impossible. Because who do you think prints out the money? Come on now. 5, blacklisting. Predators will use their influence to blacklist people who speak out against them or refuse to comply with their demands, effectively silencing dissent. So if you do speak up, it's like if you sold your soul, so like Kendrick, for example, he's not blacklisted, but he's blacklisted because more people can't hear his message. But the thing is, though, it still won't touch as many souls because people can't understand double entendres, triple entendres. They can't understand Elohim. They can't understand logic. They can't even understand God. So if you can't understand what Kendrick is saying, then therefore you won't even understand why he's doing what he's doing, because he's literally projecting what he has been through. Not only that, he has skeletons in his closet just like Drake. So therefore, it's a bunch of traffickers exposing each other. So who wins? Lucifer. Lucifer wins at the end of the day. So it doesn't even matter. Enjoy the music. Shit crazy. Number 6, control the narrative. These individuals will control the narrative through media manipulation, including suppressing information or spinning stories to protect their reputation. So therefore, if you are vouching for one of these motherfuckers out here, you are basically defending predators. Not only that, look at who you follow. If you follow these celebrities, you are defending predators, and you're defending rape, molestation, sex trafficking, and you are just as guilty. So if you want to take pictures with them, you basically accept those illusions, and you can't get mad at me for saying that because it's true. If you're following them, you are a part of the problem. That's exactly why when people say, well, how can we end sex trafficking? If 8 billion people spoke up and spread awareness about these kids getting trafficked, and we knew what we were talking about, if we could articulate why sex trafficking is happening, then the industry, these governments, these totalitarians, these hierarchies will have no choice but to submit to our dominant ego or higher self. That's exactly why people are scared to speak up on sex trafficking, because they're scared to die. But therefore, you cannot kill the dreamer when he is dreaming. They can't kill a dream. They can't kill you. So what do you fear? If a bunch of black vans pulled up, guess what? This live was not in vain. You have learned something new that somebody would never teach you. These celebrities won't even teach you this shit because why? They're a part of it. Doesn't matter who it is. Even your favorite celebrity who be doing this shit on the Lakers. Yeah. We all call him. We start with an L. Distraction. Sold his soul. Can't make this shit up. Jay-Z a part. All of them, bro. You can name anybody you want. They're all part of it. All part of the problem. Financial exploitation. These hierarchies will take advantage of artists financially, such as mismanaging funds, charging excessive fees, or withholding royalties owed to performers. Literally, so no matter what, they can freeze your bank accounts, they can shut your ass down, they can eliminate your businesses, and so that's what happens if you speak up. So if you do all these things, they will not only blacklist you, they will also release. So they're really blackmailing you as well. But as you're in these rooms, so like for example, like let's say Jamie Foxx threw a mansion party, and all 15, 16 of us, we went into the party. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna see. First of all, we're gonna put our phones into the bucket once again. We're gonna say, hey, how you doing? Some of these people will have masks on, so you may not know that that's actually Bow Wow right there, but you may think that it's just somebody random. You may not know that's actually Steve Jobs right there, but you thought he was dead. You may not know that's actually, whoa, way too fast, slow down. You may not know that is a Zeta Gray over there, but you're gonna think that that's a white man or a European man. You may not know that that's actually Miley Cyrus over there, but that's actually an avian or a Syrian. So you're sitting there thinking to yourself, I'm in a regular party with celebrities. Whole time though, if you watch Inside Job, they walk among you. They live. They're literally living among you. But you can't see them because your third eye is still cloudy. So therefore, you can't see clearly now. So if you were to speak up on that, not only do they have videos on you, but imagine if somebody we knew, all of us knew, they were on their knees sucking dick, and we sitting there like, holy shit! You gonna see a bunch of elites, no face, like no mask or none of that. You gonna see them. Hey, get that angle up there. Get that angle up there. Oh yeah, we got him. Next thing you know, mind you, the person drugged up, so they so high, they don't even know they're actually sucking dick to get into the industry. So once they're doing that, we're gonna be there like, cause mind you, we're all sober, so we like, oh, first of all, why are we even in the party? We shouldn't be in the party, first of all, but because we're unconscious, hypothetically, we're looking like, okay. So now, the next day, this person that was on their knees for their label executives, they were probably sucking off Odell Beckham and shit, or Kanye West. So they're going to wake up in the office with their higher-ups, just like this. They're going to have a contract. So we got you the contract you wanted. You said you wanted 100 million, so we got you for your royalties right here. And you're looking like, mind you, you were just drugged up. So you just now waking up, you just now regaining consciousness. You're like, I understand. And so they're going to say to you, they're going to smile right in your face. They're going to be like, so did you read the fine print? You're going to be like, I got you, hold on. Mind, if you have no lawyer present, you're stupid. So if you have no lawyer present, you're reading this shit, not reading the fine print, you're looking like, okay, so here's a deal that we're in. You get 75%, I get 10%. That's okay, that's cool, I'm still getting paid. They're going to be like, he's okay with 10%? Shit, that's okay with me. Hey, how about 85%? What you mean 85%? 85 goes to us, 5% goes to you. Why not 10%? Well, because they'll start manipulating your mind and you'll be like, well, I still get my mansion and my cars and the girls. Oh, of course, come on, you know we got you. Just sign right here. Okay. Are you sure? Will we ever lie to you? Come on, we got the check right here for you, buddy. We can't lie. And guess what? Here are the keys to your Lambo. I ain't never had a Lambo before. Signed. Wait a minute, hold on, before you go. Do you want to go up higher? What do you mean by that? Well, we can give you power, dominion over society. We can give you billions of followers. We can give you as much money as you want. What do you want to do? Man, that does sound good. You have no lawyer present, though. You have no lawyer present, and you're talking to traffickers. Crazy. So you're like, that sounds good. So how much would I get paid? Well, let's see here. In your contract, you signed for 100 million. We can make it 500 million. Say you swear to God. We don't gotta swear. What do you think we are? Mind you, you may have your best friend right next to you talking about something. What do you think? They're unconscious too because they can't even articulate their words either. So they're like, you should go for it, man. Fuck it. Give me the 500 million. I'll do it. Wait, before you sign, we need your blood. Why? Everlasting life. Okay, I guess. Now sign your signature again. Oh, okay. You okay with this? Fuck it, we rich. We rich. Done. Here you go. Thank you for your time. Go in the back room, contract burned up, now look at you. No matter what you do, all those cars you had, all the money you had, it will not matter. That 500 mil is not even yours. Why? It don't even exist. So for one, if you were to speak up and you're like, man, I sold my soul to the Illuminati. It's like, hypothetically speaking, but I sold my soul to them. I can't get it back. Like, what do I do? You on Instagram Live complaining and crying and shit. The whole time though, they got evidence of you on your knees, sucking ball sacks with mustard on them. Not only that, your face is in the camera. So it's like, if they send that to you, what you gonna do about that? You gonna shut your ass up and keep making that music, huh? Welcome to the Matrix, man. Shit crazy. 8, toxic work environments. Many of these predators and pedophiles will create a toxic work environment characterized by intimidation, bullying, and emotional abuse, making it difficult for victims to speak out or seek help. Literally, so imagine somebody, your handler, being your boss, your CEO. So you sold your soul, whatever the case may be. Now you're in an environment to where they run your simulation. So they can bully you, and they can bully you into ending your own career. They can bully you into cloning yourself. They can bully you into painting your nails or wearing a dress for a movie role. Like, they can do that because if you don't, so imagine you had billions of followers, you made it to fame, and then you don't say yes to sucking your CEO's nutsack. You're going to be right back at McDonald's. And somebody's going to be like, wait a minute, I just seen you on stage. What happened? What you going to tell them? What you going to tell them? You going to tell them the truth or you going to lie? Man, the industry ain't for everybody, man. You know, lie to your fans. Lie to them. Tell them what really happened. Tell them what really happened. How you protect yourself from this? Being yourself. Don't sell your soul. Don't make money your God. It's just that simple. Like, think about it. If you get paid, let's say you make YouTube videos and one day you get paid 10,000, 20,000. You can be a millionaire if you just save that money up. Imagine if you save 50K, 10K for like 2-3 years. So for one, you'll be above the average person. Not only that, if you keep making consistent videos, imagine if you get paid now 100K a video. You can literally be a millionaire off of YouTube videos. You can't make this stuff up. So you don't have to sell your soul. And what's crazy, they approach you, you can say, I'm okay. Because they will approach you. Speaking from experience, they will approach you. I'm okay, I'm good. I don't go down that route. I don't go down that rabbit hole. I'm good. Because and for one, they're off the grid. So somebody can say, so how do you know about their mansions? You don't. They're not even on the map. They're not even on the map. So niggas got counter UAVs in the sky, and people are like, oh man, this party's off the grid. That's why it's called off the grid. Come bring your servants, come bring your slaves, and we're gonna pause. We're going to violate them because we want money. We're paid. Give us what we want, or else. You got it, master. I got this 3-year-old. I got this 4-year-old who's been in my house. They've been in my basement chained up, but here you go. Thank you. Thank you, Diddy. Here's your $500 million contract. Here you go. And what does he say? Bad boy, bad boy. Like, come on, man. Number 9, gatekeeping. Predators, pedophiles, all of them will control access to opportunities within the industry. They will exploit their position to grant favors or withhold opportunities based on compliance with their demands. So they turn you for agenda. That's a fact. That's a fact. And they had to. So they're not your friends. So it's like, imagine you dance with the devil and you get mad that you got burnt. You went to Satan's playground expecting to not get burnt by Satan's frequency? Come on, bro. Come on. So they gatekeep information because somebody will be like, so why do they do this? Like, what's the whole point? There is no point. There is no point. Like, literally, you can't make this stuff up. So Right, you asked for it. Like, no, literally, like, there's actually people who pray for this stuff. And when it happens, yeah, be careful what you pray for. Be careful what you ask for, because you will receive it. When you receive it, are you ready for it? You thought. So as they gatekeep because imagine if 8 billion people knew that their favorite artist was a sex trafficker. Imagine if you knew what happened to Michael Jackson. Imagine if you knew what happened to Prince. Imagine if you knew what happened to Tupac. Imagine if you knew what happened to Biggie. All of them are still a part of the same exact ring. No matter how iconic you are or how you sound, you are still a siren enslaved in that studio. So you think that these people are dead. No, they are not. They are stuck in their own prison and closed in 4 walls, resting in peace. R.I.P. to the character. The character died, but physically they are still alive. Not only that, what makes you think they can't clone your favorite celebrity to get more money when they are dead? When they are dead, when people are dead, they make way more money than them being alive. So once you see rappers dying, they did not die. They died to the public. But behind closed doors in the elite fraternities, behind these industries, they are still living. So if you were rich and famous, I can't make this up, you can walk through a door and you can actually see Tupac walking right there in the flesh. But nobody would tell you that. Why? Because they want to gatekeep information from the masses. Imagine if you knew that death is not, imagine if 8 billion people knew that death is not real. Then therefore you will be like, you will question your whole existence. They do not want you to do that. That's exactly why this beef is happening right now. So you don't understand where you come from and why you are here and why your heart is actually beating to its own beat. And NDAs. You should know about an NDA. Non-disclosure agreements. Predators, pedophiles, traffickers will often use NDAs to silence victims of abuse, preventing them from speaking publicly about their experiences and holding perpetrators accountable. The masters don't even gatekeep. They put this shit on Netflix. And what's crazy, they can put it on Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Disney Plus. They can put it on Fox. They can put it on whatever. It's still fake. It's still not even real. That's how deep this knowledge gets. Like, even though it's like a subliminal message. So like they're putting different crumbs out there. They're not wrong for the messages, but they're still not telling you the whole truth because we can't handle it. Imagine if they sent you to the moon and you sit on the moon and you actually seen the realm we live in. It'll blow your mind. You'll be like, so our dimension is not even a sphere? Who taught us that? You call them NASA. But what do I call them? Projectors. Projectors. That's what I call them. So space don't even exist. I'm going to keep saying that to the day I die. If you are seeing space, you are seeing the shadow work of your mind, working itself through your light, called daytime, or earth, or clouds, or the sky. Literally. So NDAs, I basically already covered that. So yeah, they will, so for victims, so you have a bunch of streamers, a bunch of YouTubers, a bunch of TikTokers, Instagrammers, actors. I keep doing that for a reason because some of you know your favorite streamer. So therefore, they have so much money to where they can make a woman, because women go through this as well. They can make a woman sign an NDA. The person of power, who's your favorite streamer, you've been on, before they go live at a certain time period, they're in their room, trafficking women, having sex with them, abusing them, telling them shut the fuck up because don't forget, if you snitch on me, we will sue your ass. And therefore, you will also go to prison for lying of character, etc., etc. So as they're doing that, they're basically victimizing women to where that is tainting their bloodline. So imagine an unhealed woman trying to heal herself through her bloodline and she can't do it as a single mother. Imagine a single mother getting abused through celebrities. And when she's trying to tell people, they won't believe her. Imagine, like, you know how sad that is? Like, imagine a man as well getting abused, being a victim, but he's told to smile and wave. Like in Penguins of Madagascar, smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. Imagine your handler telling you, get your ass on that stage and you better smile and answer every goddamn question, because if you don't, all 20 of us will drug you up and we're going to Travis Scott, Out Like a Light. Pause. And you'll be like, fuck. Yeah. And so when you see them on stage, hey, how you doing? Hey, it's me. Fake energy. I see right through your eyes. You want to cry so bad, but you can't. Because what are you crying for? Like somebody said, you asked for it. You asked for it. It's your fault. All right. So we got more gems. Let's keep going. Let's see. So front companies. traffickers, pedophiles, all that, they will establish legitimate music-related businesses like talent agencies or production companies to master illegal activities. So, for example, in Georgia, we got something called it's like an agency, but it has like a 9 in front of it. So when I was trying to model, that was the first time I actually seen like a reptilian, for example. But there was a carbonated woman in there, and she was like putting me on game. So she was telling me like all the rappers she worked with, like, so it's like last year, I want to say. Yeah, it was like last year. So once that happened, right, story time. Once that happened, she was telling me like who she worked with. So she said Lil Baby, she said Steve Harvey, she said somebody else too. But I wasn't really listening because I was just like, once I said that, I was like, and what's crazy, I was on my mind too. I was on that fun guy, mushroom caps. So by that happening, I'm listening to myself like, oh nah, I'm actually in like behind closed doors in the industry. So as I'm hearing, because think about it, the 3 L's I taught you: look, listen, learn. So she was already like, she already sold her soul. So they told her like to do makeup for me. I was like, why do you want to put makeup on me for pictures? I just want to like make sure I just want to model. But I didn't know in the model agency, they're in there too. So like you can be a fitness instructor, you can be a swimmer, you can be a basketball player, you can be a cross. What's that word called? You can do water polo. I was gonna say CrossFit. No, not CrossFit. Damn. What's that? What's the sport where you do this? I forget what that's called, but you know what I'm talking about. So it don't matter what industry it's in, they're always there. They're always there. So like she was telling me like, here's what you do, here's how we do this. So they gave poses. When they showed me lacrosse, thank you, I appreciate you, Jay Deezy. So like Kanye walking around with the bot. And what's crazy, that's not even Kanye, but you're not wrong for saying that. Get out. But so yeah, she was like putting me on. They're gonna be again. They're gonna be. So when she told me that, she was telling me and showing me like, this is what we do. So as far as poses, the poses are emasculating you. So imagine you're doing a pose and you looking back like pause, my nigga. Like that's crazy. And then it's like when you say I don't want to do that, they get mad. They get mad. We are the real Jews. That's a fact. So, but yeah, they get mad at you for doing that. So it's like if you say no to them, you are basically denying their power over you. So you won't make it. So right, once I knew like what was going down, the person that was trying to get me to sign these pictures away, she was trying to give me some of my soul. She was promising me false promises. So one of them is false promises. Traffickers will lure vulnerable people such as aspiring musicians or performers, modelers, people of height. So people with promises of fame, success, good-looking people, only to exploit them for labor or other purposes. So she was showing me behind closed doors in the office. Once again, that's how I know. Like, what's crazy, the lady too, she was, I don't want to say German. I don't want to say she was German, but either way, she was European. But she was asking me about star systems. So like, she was so spiritual. She was in my mind before I was getting my words out. I said, how are you doing that? And she couldn't even tell me, but she said, I know who you are. I was like, oh my God, they're actually real. And what's crazy, the hair on her head looked like somebody glued it on just for presentation. I can't make this up. Her skin, scaly. It's like, what are you injecting your skin with to make it look like that? I've never seen no skin like that. Her eyes told everything about her soul. The thing is, though, she couldn't maintain eye contact with me, but when she did, just know we were both in the same dimension, in the same room physically. So she was like telling me, oh, we'll get you paid so much to where you can get your mom out of her own house in the suburbs. You can be on jets, we'll pay for it, we'll give you food. We'll make sure that you are an iconic figure at your height. And she asked me how tall I was. And I told her, she said, oh, we're going to make sure you're definitely the face of our industry. But once I said no, she got mad. She told me to sign. She said, sign right here. I said, I can't. Mind you, I'm on shrooms. So she's like, just sign right here. I just said, I can't do that. And she was getting mad at me. She said, when you come back and you're ready for the next step, we're here right for you. Here's my card. Have a great day. I said, shit, have a great day. I looked at the carbonated lady that was doing hair, makeup, all that. I looked at her. I just shook my head. I just kept on walking. The man who was guarding the whole pavilion, he was smoking a cigarette outside. He looked at me. He said, so how do you feel about it? I don't know. He was like, well, hope you come back. And then he was sitting, mind you, why are you sitting in the cold in the morning smoking a cigarette? What are you guarding? Crazy. So as I'm driving back from Atlanta, I'm thinking to myself, they gave me a false promise. So they're actually in these industries. And it's like, what's crazy, I'm seeing people like influencers walking through the door. I'm like, why are you here? It's not worth it. It's not. Because now they're going to do online exploitation. So for one, with the rise of social media and online platforms, traffickers will use the internet to recruit victims under the guise of offering music-related opportunities or connections. Not even just music, but anything in the dimension of our existence. They'll give you a false promise to exploit you online. So you better hope and pray that you're not actually deceiving Lucifer, because they're so enlightened that they're recording you before you even walk through the door. They're recording you before you even walk through the door. So if you try to be a Judas to Lucifer, you already lost. Checkmate, nigga. Literally. And the thing is, too, they'll make you make a new account so that they control you. So you have handlers. So you can't just follow nobody that you used to know. They make sure you follow who they want you to follow. They want you to follow other traffickers. They want you to follow other sellouts. Because you can't tell your friends back home what's really going on. Because if you do, what's going to happen to your family? When them Tahoes pull up in your front yard, and your mom's like, honey, we got some company in our house. What did you do? Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Boop, boop, boop. On the news, so-and-so got killed by a burglar. It's like they're going to make up a story for your enlightenment. But guess what happens to you? Your rise to fame goes up and up and up. But the thing is, though, how you protecting yourself? How would I do it? I don't fear my subconscious thoughts. So I wouldn't fear the CIA. Why? They're a part of my ego. And on top of that, when you walk with Almighty God, you're always aware of your surroundings. So no matter what happens, if you are on the brink of them coming to get you, you better go out guns blazing. That's what has to happen on your spiritual awakening journey. You have to make sure no matter what, you get the kids to safety, you get your wife to safety, but you as a man, even as a woman, if you're basically like Neo in the Matrix and Trinity, you have to go out guns blazing. And what's crazy, you have to accept death because they will hit you. You're not Neo, so you're not about to... It ain't happening. It's not happening. Sorry. But you better hope you get one of them. I'll see you in hell. But the thing is, though, you'll be so enlightened, you won't come back to hell. The thing is, though, the universe did not see that as you killing them. But you did it out of self-defense. So the universe saw that, and the universe accepts it. Why? Duality. Polarity. This shit get deep, bro. This shit's sad. This shit's sad, man. All right, tour exploitation. Traffickers will exploit people while they're on tour, taking advantage of their mobility and isolation from their support networks to exert control over them. How many gems do we got, boy? Because damn. I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna go overtime too. How much time do we got left in class? We got 5 minutes left. I haven't even gotten started yet. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'd rather go out banging out with them than off myself for sure. Hey, on me though, what's my sign? I'm a Pisces. But, hey, alienated, that's a fact though. I'd rather do that than kill myself. I would never want to commit suicide. But I'd rather get them before they get me. And if they get me, I know where I'm going. I'm an infinite being, so I'll be all right. I'll be cool. As long as my kids and my wife are safe, if I do have them, I'll be okay. As soon as I'm dying, I got shot all over the place. I'm gonna look at my wife and be like, take care of the kids. Sonny, come here. Daughter, come here. I love you, all right? Stay awake. Stupid ass nigga, I'm gone. Fuck it. But as they get older, though, they'll know what really happened. And so now, I pass the torch on to them. Spiritual warfare. This shit's sad, bro. But I'd rather do that than kill myself, though. I would not do that. And what's crazy, if they say, we'll put you in solitary confinement or prison, just kill me. Just kill me, bro. I ain't gonna make it. I'm not. I ain't gonna make it. But yes, so when they go on tour and stuff like that, I apologize as well. If I itch in my nose, nature doing its thing, you got little specks of shit flying in my nose and shit. My hairs are itching, so I apologize for that, but it is what it is. As they're doing the tour exploitation, slow down, God. As they're doing the tour exploitation, a lot of them will, so like if you go on tour, for example, you'll be able to see what they're doing behind closed doors. So like, for example, let's say you're in Arkansas, for example, and your favorite celebrities are on stage performing, whatever. So they'll say, hey, if you got this pass, come back door, come backstage. You'll go backstage and you'll see other people who got the same pass as you. But behind closed doors, they could like that door could be the exit to like a van or a truck or whatever. So you can be in a room, all the people who went to the concert or praised that celebrity, they'll be like, man, that's a great concert. They'll go back home. But people with backstage who paid the higher passes to be with these celebrities, they'll get traffic. And nobody would ever know because why? Their support team, their management will sweep it under the rug. So what happened to these 100 people that had the backstage pass? What happened to them? Where'd they go? My baby ain't come home in 5 months. Where is she? Sorry, ma'am. We're trying our best, but we can't seem to find her. But we'll get back to you when we can find her. And then you go back and tell the media, my child has been missing for 5 months. She went backstage with so-and-so, and I have not yet found him or her. What's going on? People in society will say, oh, here we go with this, man. Tell her to shut up. Tell him to shut up. Always one of those. Whole time, tour exploitation. Her child got exploited in traffic because of a backstage pass. You can't make this shit up. Exploitation of vulnerable populations. What's crazy, I'm going to fly through it. Hold on. Because I want to go deeper into, like, the Bohemian Grove. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this teaching might be 2 hours, bro. Because, oh, my God. Like, it is so crazy how the Illuminati do this shit. What's crazy, they don't even exist. But that's why it's important we're aware of this shit so we make better choices. Exactly. So, hold on. Let me see. Because I think we might have more than 20 gems today. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But let's get to this, man. Okay, because I want to fly through the notes, but I just want to get into like the whole divine spectrum of like the Bohemian Grove, under the underground realm. So underneath here, they down there screaming for help, and we can't even hear them. These people sick. It's all right, though. They're going to pay everything they owe. On me, they are. And what's good, Shamir? How you doing? So number 6, exploitation of vulnerable populations. So, and what's crazy? If you're taking notes, you're doing a great thing. Who are you talking to, Bree? But, oh yeah, so yeah, for these notes, if you're taking notes, just know, like, I'm going to fly through them, but I'm not going to dissect them because this could take, like, 3 hours if I actually really go deep in depth with them. Hold up, who down there? Oh, children. Children, parents, mothers, fathers. Yeah, they're down there. Not in the ground. So, they cloned Tyrone. Was talking. You can say hell as well. What's good, fam? How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? But no, they're not in the ground, but they're underground. So underground bunkers, underground cities. So hold on. Thank you, Divine. That's gonna be a teaching. We're gonna talk about underground cities in the next live because that'll get me off track. Underground cities. Thank you for reminding me. Let's go and do that. So yeah, we got underground. So that'll be a live. I don't know when, but I'll make a live about that too. Underground cities. Hey, that's a timer for class, but I don't mind doing overtime. Let's get to it, man. All right, 55 minutes on the clock again. Okay, let's get back to the notes. All right, so I'm gonna fly through them, not too fast though, but because we need to get to like the underground. So like, but back to what you were saying. You can say hell as well. We got different dimensions of hell also. But underground, these children, there's children, parents, celebrities, all of that. So once again, watch Inside Job, They Clone Tyrone. They were talking about how you can go into an empty bando. You may have an elevator. You may see it at nighttime, but during the daytime, you see an empty closet. That's how enlightened they are. They're so enlightened that they can create portals through a closet. That's an elevator towards the lower dimension. So as you're going down there, you got pharmaceuticals down there, celebrities, elites, actors, movie stars, influencers, rappers, musicians. You got anybody. I saw an Inside Job. You see what I'm saying? And it was crazy. They banned that show for it. Like, that was my favorite show because I could watch that shit all day. Why? Because it's like, it's crazy how animations can tell the truth. Literally. So they were showing us that there were actually kids down there getting exploited for money. So with this whole beef going on, imagine like, because you're like, what, like, how do they get paid like this? How do you get paid $400 million? Imagine if they gave you 1,000 people to traffic on the black market and you actually complete that task. Do you know how much a body part, so alone? So for example, me being tall, my body gonna at least cost somebody $1 million because like somebody could have, like if somebody cut off my arms are so long that it can last a family a whole year. I'm exaggerating. 6 months. My left arm, combine that's a whole year. My legs. I'm 6'6", 6'7". So you can last a whole lifetime off of my 4 ligaments alone. So a child that can go for 900 to 10,000. So if you traffic 10,000 babies, do you know how rich you just became in 5 minutes? And somebody who's greedy, they're gonna be like, bro, they're gonna be like, nah, money. Now they're thinking to themselves, I just got paid 10 million off of trafficking 1,000 kids. Give me some more. Bring them in. I want them. But let's go on stream. Let's not make it seem like what it is. Got you. Let's do it. That shit ain't funny though, but damn. But it's crazy. But the only thing is though, I'm just using discernment because that's just how my mind is thinking to my. Because it's like, if you're elite, it's like there is no way that you're saying no to more money. Why would you? Like imagine if somebody told you, if you sell 20,000 kids, I'll give you billions of dollars. I'm on it. Come here. Hey, get a head count. Come here. Okay, that was 10,000. We need, hey, give me 10,000 more. Got you. Boom. Come here. Okay, is that 20,000? Yeah, that's 20,000. Hey, handler, we got like 20,000 kids right here. A lot of them are carbonated beings. A lot of them are actually African American. We got Brazilians. We got Hispanics. A lot of them are pedos, so they're gonna be like, hey, is it okay if I do what I do to one of them? Just not too much, okay? Just say something for me. Got you, boss. But hold on, before we go, how much am I getting paid for this? I'll tell you when I get there. Say less. That's how I'm thinking, bro. They're sick. The God, hell, it ain't funny, but damn, that's really what's happening. Literally. And they eating them too. We didn't even get to that, bro. Like, we didn't even get to the eating part, man. Like, we get to that, that's just gonna blow. As a matter of fact, thank you. Who said that? Shamir, I'm feeling like I need to learn more about money then. Yes. Sound of Freedom. This is what I'm talking about. There are no students in here. We're all teachers. Sound of Freedom, greatest movie of all time. That shit was so sad, man. They eating them too, though. So, actually, let me go back to my notes. Underground cities, cannibals, Cain and Abel. Can't make this stuff up. So, if you are eating fast food, you are a cannibal. And if you get mad about that, that shows what you don't know about yourself. All right, so let's do cannibals and why they eat them. Cannibalism. All right, that's another live as well. That'll be a live in the same live. So I might have like 4 teachings in one live. But yeah, Sound of Freedom, same exact thing. So now we're going to go into how traffickers will attempt to hide within the music industry. I learned that money is spiritual. It is. Money is actually a consciousness. So so I'll say like this. If you have dark energy and it's Luciferian, you can have an infinite money glitch. Infinite money glitch. No cat, all that shit, human meat or rat meat. Dogs, cats. Basically, man, if you go into Walmart, Publix, Target, shit, even Whole Foods, you can go into any restaurant. Cheesecake Factory, Shake Shack, TGI Fridays, Buffalo Wild Wings. If you go into those restaurants, you are literally eating children. I can't make this stuff up. That's why I'm talking to you in a calm manner, because I don't know what's going to actually happen if I do say that. But I'm neither right nor wrong. Contradict everything, question everything. But cannibalism is legal for a reason. Literally. I wouldn't say money is evil, but the lack of money is the root of all evil. So if you were evil without money, money just amplified who you already were. Literally. So the lack of money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil because money can be good. So like, if you gave me $1 billion, I'm at least giving $1 million, maybe multi-millions to homeless people, shelters, foster care systems, abandoned like cities. Like that's what I would do, but that sound good. It's just talking cheap, just do it. But that's just me. But I ain't getting to a billion. Why? I'm not willing to sacrifice children. Sorry. That's why I won't be on Epstein list, because I'm not willing to do that. You're going to have to stick to your notes and come back, because we all over the place. Yeah. I mean, but y'all are coming up with crazy, like, man. Yeah, you're right, though. But the thing is, though, I can multitask, so we're good. But yeah, hold y'all thoughts. My bad. I'm getting off course. So, number 7. So, the 4 ways that they hide in the music industry. They will use front individuals. So, traffickers will employ people within the industry. So, for example, these elites, these pedophiles that we don't see, the shadow government, they will use Kendrick and Drake for the forefront, for the industry, like managers or agents. So they are actually sentient beings fighting against each other to balance out duality in the music industry, to keep things going, to keep the agenda going. So Kendrick is basically exposing what everybody should have known. There's been predators in the industry, and you're just now telling us what you already knew? What took you so long? Come on now. So they facilitate their operations and shield themselves from detection. So basically, once again, the elites will use front people or individuals or celebrities to hide their deceitful acts. That's why if you're paying attention to this beef right now, you are distracted by the elites' plan. And it's working. It's working. Number 8, complicit venues. Traffickers, pedophiles, all that will collaborate with certain venues or event organizers to exploit performers or workers. And they will use spaces as locations for trafficking activities. So people coming out for shit. What's the meaning of putting Cain and Abel with cannibals? Them boys smooth to be as hell with them Mike ass filth. Yeah, so yeah, when they played Cain and Abel, because yeah, that whole story too, man, y'all just giving me so many downloads, bro. I done got like 1,000 downloads on like a whole teaching. So that's another teaching as well. Underground cities, cannibalism, Cain and Abel. Because if you give me a Bible verse, oh my God, my spirit about to discern the hell out of that. Let me stop using profanity. Oh my gosh. To the elder watching, I do apologize for my profanity, but it's just passion, so I'm sorry in advance. But I'm not sorry for being sorry. So I'm a sorry ass nigga. No cap. So yeah, they use complicit venues. So, meaning like, for example, this could be a venue. They could go off the grid and they can get the exact same venue, and you could have many kids lined up and nobody would ever know. So they'll be like, hey kids, cheer, we have an event going on, you know, we're here to paint, we have paint wars, you know, airsoft guns or whatever. And it's like the celebrity makes it seem like they're having a great old time with these kids or whatever. Whole time though, once that recording stops, those kids are back in hell. They're back crying. They're back getting their rectums penetrated. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but that shit actually happens. And it's sad. So if you wonder why they're pushing this whole vicarious agenda, it's because they want young men to be emasculated. They want men to love on men again. They want you to go against the grain. They don't want you to love women anymore. So if you have a submissive man and a submissive woman in the same exact household, who is going to dominate Satan when he breaks into your crib? Are y'all both going to scream for help? Or are you finna get the shotgun and blow a nigga brains out? Or will you fight him to the death? What will you do? No. So some of you will actually be in the corner. Baby, get the gun. He's in the crib. You a whole man in the corner screaming for help when you should be helping the help. You should be helping the damsel in distress. Your family can't protect themselves, but you are the protector. That's why they don't want us to have gun control. Because if they can control our guns, then what else can they control? Number 9, forced labor in music-related businesses. Traffickers will force victims to work in business related to the music industry, like recording studios, concert venues, or merchandise shops. And this will keep them under control through coercion and threats. So, same exact thing. So, producers, entrepreneurs, radio hosts, people who sell clothes online, whatever the case may be, right? They will make you, so sweatshops as well. So if you go on Instagram, Walmart, Target, if you see kids on there smiling and they got clothes on, those kids are trafficked. And they actually put clothes on them to sell to the masses. So you can be unconscious scrolling like, oh, this shirt looks good on this baby. Hey, do you like this shirt, honey? Yes, mommy, I do. Whole time, you just showed your child that kid going back to hell or that kid being trafficked and you didn't even know it, nor your kid. Your kid probably thought like, oh, wow, that's a happy baby. Whole time, that kid was told, shut the hell up and stop crying or else. Okay. Smile. Cheese. Stupid, like, come on, man. Even recording studios, so producers, if they don't get a certain amount of beats out to the masses or to this artist, what's going to happen to them? Hey, so you're not making 100 beats a day? What are you doing? Yo, let me call them boys up. All right, you got it. Hey, your contract, you on thin line right now, buddy. This whole lifestyle that you have right now can be gone in the snap of a finger, so I need 100 beats a day. I don't care how tired you are. Here are some drugs. You got coke, weed, meth, shrooms, acid, whatever you want. Here you go, but make them beats or else. Don't forget, I get horny. Pause. I get horny. Sick, bro. Sick. You've been flying near me like the whole life. What are you trying to tell me? And then it's like you go hide into the forest. You're weird. How you a bee doing weird things? And then you come back. As soon as I sit down, you come back. It's crazy. All right. So they will also exploit people through festivals and events. So many of these traffickers, they will also exploit large-scale music festivals or events by trafficking people and kids and parents to work in various capacities, like vendors, performers, support staff, are often under exploitative conditions. So sweatshops, for example, like for me wearing this, I do feel bad for wearing this, but it's like, it's a jacket. It was raining. I do apologize. But there are some people, like, you want to go viral frequency, facts. But it's like, frequentize your frequency away from my frequency, nigga. I'm talking. So by us wearing this, there were kids who get paid like maybe 10 cents, maybe $1 to make a Nike sweater that costs $100-some in America. It's like, come on, bro. And then too, so like Mardi Gras or going to South Beach, going to any type of festival, Jamaica as well. You can go to like a carnival. It doesn't even matter. If you are going out there, they're there. So it's like you can like watch them wear these sunglasses. Like, why are you wearing sunglasses at night? Like, why are you hiding, like, and they're short too. A lot of them are short. So it's like you won't see a 7-foot nigga just trafficking people unless you see them. But that would be weird. It'll be too easy to spot. But like if you're 5'4", 5'3", it'll be hard for you to actually traffic people. So you be like, hey, come here real quick. The whole time you're in the crowd, like, hey, excuse me, come here real quick. What you want? Hey, I got a contract for you. We can change your life. Just trying to come slide real quick. Okay, say less. Whole time though, everybody's sitting there dancing, looking at titties, looking at ass getting shaking like, oh shit, everybody dancing, celebrating. Whole time, this couple just got trafficked in your face. Somebody will see it and be like, yeah! Exploitation through events and festivals. Be careful. Hold your kids dearly. If you are going somewhere and it's an event, it's eventful, hold your kids close to you or else you will lose them. Sound of freedom. Literally, they will snatch your kid up and as you're looking like, where my kid at? Gone. Gone. Just like that. Just like that. And if you ask somebody, have you seen my kid? Nope. Haven't seen him, haven't seen her, haven't seen him. They're going to lie to you. The whole time though, they're all a part of the agenda. It's like they perfectly place distractions and calling them people. That's why I don't trust people, because you're a part of the system. So like, what did Morpheus say? If people are not ready to be unplugged, they are literally fighting for the system. If they are fighting for the system, they are our biggest enemy. You gotta protect our children, bro. All right. How much time we got left in class too? Because if we go in 3 hours, we got 39 minutes. Holy crap. This is still we've not even in the, oh my. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so now we got different ways that people will ignore or downplay the presence of predators, pedophiles, and traffickers in the entertainment industry and in life. So 1, power imbalance. Predators, traffickers, all of that, they will hold positions of power, making it difficult for victims to come forward without fear of retaliation or disbelief. So, meaning that they have so much power that if we were, so like for example, when this live is ending, I'm going to make a video on this shit. If it goes viral, cool. If it doesn't, cool. But I'm going to bait them, obviously. Some of y'all already know that because you're an OG supporter. So the power imbalance is basically these individuals or these entities, they will make it seem like this whole beef going on is just rap beef. This shit get deep. It's all about sex trafficking, literally, and sex trafficking rings. So the pentagram inverted. If you walk behind closed doors and you sold your soul in the industry, you will see a random woman, a random man, literally chained up or nailed to the ground or on a star, a inverted pentagram or star, whatever, and so elements, spirit, water, earth, air, fire, all of that combined, and it'll be blood on that pentagram. So they're doing black rituals, black magic, black dark energy. Not only that, they're summoning demons. So by them doing that, this rap industry gets deep, and they're only covering the surface. They're not even covering the whole divine story about what's really going on. Number 2, cultural influence. Society will often idolize celebrities and influential figures, making it challenging for people to accept that their idols could be capable of such heinous acts. Literally, so if you speak up against what's going on, ignorant, closed-minded people will get mad at you for speaking the truth to their closed-minded perspective. Because it's like, why are you talking about Drake? Why are you bashing Drake? Why are you bashing Kendrick? I love them. You will love sex traffickers. So what does that make you? Weirdo. 3, victim blaming. People will blame victims for their own abuse, believing they should have taken measures to protect themselves or questioning their credibility. That one right there is fucked up because it's like, people who get blamed, it's like there's some people who actually have no, like, imagine somebody dominating you and you can't do shit about it physically because you're just that weak. It's like if you weigh 90 pounds and somebody weighs 260, you're done. And if you're, well, it's crazy, if you're under like 5'4", you're done. You're done. All they gotta do is knock your ass out, put you in the trunk, it's over with for you. It's over with. So it's like we gotta stop blaming people who are actually coming out and saying that like they've been abused. Because they actually probably have, but we don't know what it takes to speak up against elites. We don't. Right? Ain't shit got to do with them. Normalization of misconduct. So in different cases, misconduct will be normalized or excused with certain industries or social circles. And it'll make it easier for predators to operate without consequence. Literally. Lack of awareness. Many people will be unaware of the extent of the problem or the signs of abuse and exploitation, and it will lead them to overlook or dismiss warning signs. Literally. Number 6, fear of consequence. Speaking out against powerful individuals or institutions can have a serious consequence, including legal threats, social backlash, or professional repercussions. And it can deter a person from coming forward. So if you were to speak out on this shit, you wonder like, will I get fired from my job? Will I get assassinated? Will people bash me in the comment section? You should not fear what happens with your truth. Never fear it. So if you have a consequence happening to you, accept it. They arrested Rosa Parks. They arrested Harriet Tubman. Malcolm X. They arrest all the truth tellers. Why? To shut you up. To shut you up. Number 7, systematic failures. Institutional failures such as inadequate policies and procedures for addressing abuse allegations can contribute to a culture of impunity that protects predators and enables their behavior to continue unchecked. Remember that. So, in a systematic failure, many people that contribute to the impunity of these predators, this will enable their behavior to continue going unchecked because we're not able to understand these conglomerate policies because we are not in the industry. So we can't even comprehend their contracts, their way of living, their enlightenment. So they keep doing what they're doing. All right. Whoo! 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Damn! Alrighty, let's get to it. Misinformation and denial. Oh, so reasons why people will ignore predators and traffickers that are in the entertainment industry. Misinformation and denial. People will choose to deny or ignore the prevalence of abuse and trafficking because of misinformation or a lack of understanding and overstanding about the issue. And it will lead them to dismiss reports or projections that come from abuse and exaggerations of falsehood. So you can tell somebody the truth and they'll still deny it. He ain't touching that girl. She was 17. I don't believe it. She was 25. You guys don't know what you're talking about. No, not my rapper. Nah, he's my favorite. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, you would. You would deny that, huh? Satan would deny his higher self. Makes sense. Social stigma and shame. Victims of abuse and exploitations will experience shame or stigma that combines with their experience, and it can't prevent them from speaking out or seeking the help that they need. So this stigma can be perpetuated by societal attitudes that blame or discredit survivors. Literally. So people Man, people can't even understand their experience, so they'll deny their experience. So if an abuser came out and said, I've been abused, somebody who's closed-minded will say, why are you lying? Like, women or men are always lying about being abused. Nobody wants to hear that shit. You would say that because you have never been in their dimension of abuse. So imagine you're 5 to 10 years old, 15 or even 20s, 30s, whatever, no age, like it doesn't matter what age. Imagine you're just in a room. You think that you love somebody or you care for somebody, and then all of a sudden they flip a switch and they abuse you, or they put you in a whole dimension to where you can't even break free from their manipulation. It's like people can't even fathom that, bro. It's like, I don't know why we make fun of people who actually do get abused in traffic and they speak up about it. It's like, bro, you have never been dominated by a sex trafficker. That shit will blow your mind. Imagine you had the choice to move, but you can't. Because they say if you move from me penetrating you, I will kill you. It's like, I don't want to die. So you just sit there and you're crying. And they're still penetrating you as you're crying. People can't comprehend that, bro. That's why it's like, stop shaming people for what happened to them in their past, bro. And it's like, how do you heal from that? Every day, somebody groomed your program because their program was groomed by a groomer. I'll say it again. Every day, you wake up from your past. Somebody groomed your subconscious mind because their subconscious mind was groomed by a groomer that was being groomed by Satan's program. Or my fault, the Arkans, hybrids, or fallen sentient beings. Shit crazy, bro. Okay, so what else we got? So recruitment, coercion, and control. So recruitment. Traffickers will target vulnerable people like those who experience poverty, homelessness, or migration-related challenges. They will offer false promises of employment, education, or a better life. 2, coercion and control. Once they recruit you, traffickers, pedophiles, all that, will use different forms of coercion, including threats of violence, manipulation, MK Ultra, debt bondage, or confiscation of identification documents to maintain control over their victims. Meaning, if you get trafficked, if your name was Sydney, for example, your new name is Harley. And the thing is, they assassinate your identification because if you actually do get a phone or you get on social media and you tell people, hey, I've been trafficked, like I need help, they will sweep that away and you will never, like, people will never know that you even existed. I followed you. This is interesting. I appreciate you. 3, transportation. Traffickers will use transportation victims across borders or region, exploiting gaps in law enforcement and immigration control to move them discreetly and avoid detection. Literally. So even on the highway or on the subway or on whatever the case may be, if you are driving, always think to yourself, someone is in this car or in a trunk, they're being trafficked right now. And the person driving's like, and you'll never know. Be aware, be cautious, always. 4, exploitative work environments. Victims that are forced to work in exploitative conditions, for example, construction, agriculture, sweatshops, domestic servitude, porn industry, sex industries, and they are subjected to long hours and unsafe working conditions or minimum to no pay. So imagine you're getting bent over, you're getting exploited for sex, and they tell you, they promise you a contract and you still don't get paid. So not only did you sell your soul, you got scammed by scammers, and then you got pimped by a bunch of hoes. So basically, you got hoed by your ego. Not only that, your ego holds you so, it pimped you so bad that you didn't even get paid for it. So you're working for free. Not only that, you signed your soul in a blood oath blood oath and a 3D simulation trap. So you got trapped in a 3D, the astral realm and the cosmic realm all at once. All because you want to be famous. And you're not even getting paid for it. So people will think that you're a multi-millionaire, a billionaire, but behind closed doors, somebody's taking care of you. You have a rich baby daddy or a rich baby mama. Not only that, you're not getting paid. They're not rich for real, bro. And to get rich, you got to traffic kids. You got to. Or at least participate in it. 5, isolation. Traffickers will isolate victims from their support networks like family and friends to prevent them from seeking help or escaping their situation. This isolation can be physical, spiritual, mental, and put in confinement, psychological, through manipulation and threats. Literally. So when people expose themselves on the internet, like showing news to the masses, the best way to groom a woman or a man, for example, imagine somebody showing their dick on the internet. It goes viral. And like women hit their DM, they go to their crib. Next thing you know, you don't have a phone. You sign an NDA, isolation. They isolated you from your home. You left your home to go be and have sex with this celebrity. Not only that, they dominated you, abused you, victimized you, put you in psychological warfare, took your spirit, harnessed it, and then enslaved your mind again from its own enslavement. So now you went deeper down into Get Out. So they basically took over your body and Jennifer's body. So with Megan Fox. So once they did that, now nobody would ever believe that you're under psychological warfare. So they could do what they want to you for 5 years. You can come out and people will say, where you been? I've been on vacation. Sheesh, long vacation, huh? How do you feel? Bet you won't tell us that. Bet you won't tell us that. False documentation. Traffickers will provide victims with false identification documents or withhold their genuine documents, further complicating their ability to seek assistance or access services. So if you go to Epstein's Island, your birth certificate, your license, your credit card, debit card, all these things, they will be sent out into the water and nobody will ever know that you ever existed. They'll wipe you clean away from society and you will not be able to wake up from your hell. Thank you for this. Thank the Almighty. We need to spread awareness for sex trafficking. This whole video is documented to these kids. I love kids. Not like that, but I actually do love kids. Like, they're like, how would you want to hurt an angelic ancestor? It's like, look at them, bro. They're innocent and you're eating them because you want to have everlasting life. You want to be immortal. Not only that, you're a crackhead. So you're literally dissecting their blood, their adrenochrome, to make yourself look younger. And then not only that, you want to be high. So it's like taking perks or taking weed or taking coke or taking crack. You're addicted. Not only that, they're greedy. You're so greedy, you decide to traffic these kids, to enslave them, to eat them. Some of them do eat them. But then not only that, if you don't want to eat them, what do? You send them with 18-wheelers on the highway to Walmart, to a restaurant. And then people say, I want a number 7 with extra cheese. I want lettuce on there. I want fries to go with it. And also, I want medium rare for my burger. Whole time they're on a date, eating a burger, eating fries, talking to their spouse. But next thing you know, they wonder why the sex was bad, the conversation was bad, the frequency was lowered. You wonder why you feel your stomach hurts, you're constipated, you have a shitty attitude. You wonder why you're miserable. You wonder why you can't get ahead in life. It's because you're eating kids that went through fear. They can't even articulate fear, but they can feel it. They were crying, screaming for help, screaming, stop, no. But imagine your favorite artist sitting there laughing as this kid is literally getting stabbed to death. Shit get deep, bro. This is not a game. And niggas are sitting there worrying about diss tracks. Sad, bro. All right, so we know they'll exploit them through the online, so like social media, advertisement, marketplaces, and they'll always groom them and recruit more of them. So if you see them on social media, you always see influencers. If you see them by kids and shit like that, and like they don't know how to speak about what's going on, but they're programmed to say something that the sex trafficker is saying, then this program being will speak to you through their eyes. So look at them in their eyes when they're speaking to you on live or Twitter or YouTube, whatever the case may be. Even in real life, they're telling you a story and you can't hear it, but you got to feel it spiritually. That's the best way to say them. And okay, so for Bohemian Grove, for Bohemian Grove, it has many historical roots for exclusive clubs and their impact on society. 2, the psychology of group dynamics within elite gatherings. 3, exploring the balance between privacy and transparency in influential circles. 4, symbolism and ritualistic ceremonies and its significance in modern culture. 5, socio-political implications of secretive gatherings among powerful figures. Why are you flying near me? Family. Hey, B, please get away. Please get away. Please. Just real quick. Damn. 6, ethics and accountability in decision-making among elite circles. 7, the role of art and performance in shaping collective consciousness and identity. So all 7 of these things are what these elite beings do. They're so divine that when Ryan Garcia was talking about Bohemian Grove, he was telling you that his own parents sold him out as well. Is it me or his voice frequency keeps changing? Talking about me? But so when Ryan Garcia went to Bohemian Grove and he was telling about what happened with his experience, he was telling you that because he's saying he's seen what he's seen, but people call him crazy, psychopath, insane, all of that. And he was okay with that before he had the boxing thing. But he did that to promote his fight. So when I made videos on that, I was telling you, like, just because you're promoting it doesn't mean that you're actually promoting it. Because Ryan Garcia, where are you at with the videos now? You won the fight, cool. But yet and still, you're not talking about what's happening with these kids. Oh, but then again, you had 2 handlers in your video on TikTok Live. Oh, shit. What did they tell you to say? Won't speak up on that, right? Crazy. And so, oh, that's in the live? Cool. So then we got, now I put 7 deities that people were sacrificing their kids to in different time periods of existence. So, 1, Moloch, an ancient Canaanite deity that associated himself and herself with child sacrifice, often depicted as a bull-headed statue into which children were placed and burned alive. Burnt alive. Baal, a Canaanite deity associated with fertility and agriculture, sometimes appeased through child sacrifice. There's one called Huitz Zillopochli. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's spelled Huitzillopochtli, a Mesoamerican deity worshipped by Aztecs who were known to practice human sacrifice, including the sacrifice of children in his honor. So if you watch, what was that movie called? Apocalypto. That's basically what that is. Like, these movies are telling us what's going on in broad daylight. So even in the Aztec time period, Aztec the dragon, exactly. So in the Aztec time period, they would still go to villages and they would rape the women, the children, the sons, daughters, sisters, brothers, all of that. And then the kings of the villages, they would enslave them. They would enslave them, and then they would take them to different Mesopotamian or Aztec cultures and cities. They would go to the top of the pyramid, put them with these different altars, cut their heads off, put the blood on the altar, sun coming out. They just gave everlasting life to Lucifer. Crazy, bro. Even in Congo, same exact thing. 4, Kronos or Saturn. So in Greek and Roman mythology, Cronus, Saturn in Roman mythology, so metaphysics, Roman Enlightenment, was depicted as a god who devoured his own children. So Zeus, Jesus, literally devoured his own children to prevent them from overthrowing him through his mere symbolic than a direct act of human sacrifice. Oh, so though it was more symbolic than a direct act of human sacrifice. Cap. So by that, because of Saturn, Saturn is a dimension for sacrifices to sacrifice themselves on a sacrificial, symbolic embodiment of outer space. So, what I mean by that, if you were to ever touch down on Saturn, you would see why the black cube has enslaved our consciousness. Meaning that not only is the moon enslaving us, but Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, all of these embodiments of consciousness or planets of existence, get away from me. Planets of existence, they were made and called planets to basically mock us, telling us that no matter what, no matter where you go, it don't matter if you're on Earth, Mercury, Venus, whatever, your consciousness will always be enslaved. Why? Because you cannot escape your ego. That's how enslaved our ego is. So even in Saturn, we are literally living our life unconscious. So we dream on Saturn to think how Earth feels. So even on Saturn, as Saturnalians, what do you want to call us? Because we're Earthlings on Earth. So Martians on Mars, Saturnalians, Saturn, whatever. What do you want to call it? Jupiter? Jupiterians? I don't know what you call Jupiter, but for that enlightenment, they sacrifice people too. So even still, CERN, The best way for them, because think about it, you can't leave the firmament. So the best way for them to leave and go into a portal, CERN. You walk through CERN, you open up your own portal, so Stargate as well, military, Area 51. You open up a portal and you go to whatever timeline you want. So Star Wars, Star Trek. So as they got these different vehicles. So basically a BMW is a UFO. A Lambo is a UFO. A Tahoe is a UFO. A SUV is a UFO. Those are nothing but vehicles these higher enlightenments drive to go beyond the speed of light, literally. So once they're doing that, they're able to traffic kids even more. This shit gets like this is amazing. This shit crazy. They can get these Men in Black. Watch Men in Black too. Oh my goodness. So once they get kids into these different UFOs or these ships, spaceships, you want to call it that, they'll take them to Saturn, any plane of existence, money. Because think about it. How is the government in debt? Who do we owe money? The Space Force, higher entities. So once for technology, so we trade kids for technology. So AI is so developed. Once again, they're literally sitting in front of us without even us seeing them. So they're so transparent. Watch The Invisible Man. He was in the army. He had technology and what's crazy, the lady was fighting him. Movies are amazing. So he had technology to where he was fighting, like he was stalking his ex or whatever. She had a feeling that he was watching her, but she knew later on in the movie. But there are actually people with military technology that are actually watching you in your face. So if you're in your room, you sleep in the dark, listen to the floor creaking. Listen to your house creaking. Listen to the walls. Listen to your house. Somebody or something is in your house watching you. I can't make this stuff up. Leave your door open, and some of you won't, but leave your door open in the dark. They're there watching you. Even if your door is closed, they're watching you. Keep your closet open. They're watching you. That's how advanced they are. So yeah, Saturn is meant to keep us enslaved. Movies tell the truth, even the Disney ones. Facts. We are the collateral damage to social security. I call them gang stalkers. Exactly. Number 5. This one is called Tezcatlipoca. Tezcatlipoca. Another Mesoamerican deity worshipped by people like the Aztecs who were known for human sacrifice. This was associated with the various aspects of life, including war and sorcery, and was believed to demand human sacrifice, including children, to maintain cosmic balance. They were so enlightened that they were ignorant. So they believed that sacrificing kids in the Mesoamerican timeline was to maintain cosmic balance. So what do you think our fallen angels in our government do? Ishtar, worshipped in ancient Near Eastern cultures like Egypt and Africa, whatever you want to call our motherland. Astarte or Ishtar, Easter, Mother Nature, was associated with fertility, love, and war. But different ideologies will tell you that child sacrifice was practiced in her name, particularly during the time of crisis or to ensure fertility and prosperity. So people were sacrificing themselves to Easter. So on Easter, which is a pagan, not even a pagan holiday, but a Roman holiday, they were sacrificing kids in the name of Mother Nature. And lastly, what is this called? Tialoc? Tialoc. Mesoamerican deity, worshipped by people like the Aztecs and the Mayans as a god of rain and water. Literally. So human sacrifice, including kids, were made to appease him and ensure rainfall for agriculture. They thought to themselves, if they sacrificed kids and it rained, their crops would grow. We kill kids, so therefore, if we kill them, sacrifice them, our tomatoes will grow, our carrots will grow, our vegetables will grow, our broccoli will grow, all of that will grow. So let's do it. Now, let's get in the notes. How much time is left for class? 14 minutes. Man, do I want to stop right there? Because it's a whole rabbit hole. It's a whole rabbit hole. But basically, family, underground. Oh, yeah, let's go underground. Underground for celebrities, for them to hide what they do with different mansions. These mansions have more than like 50 rooms in them. So as they have more than 50 rooms in them, different, keep going if you have time. Yeah, we got like 14 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna just go out the dome. I'm gonna go out the spirit now. Because them notes don't even do me justice. And what's crazy, we're still at the beginning of the teaching. I ain't even get deep into it yet. So with underground, For example, you can walk into a party. Don't ask how I know because I've been there spiritually. You have as well. You just forgot about it for a reason. So with us being there, you can see, like, you can go ahead and celebrate, get yourself a drink or whatever. If you went to a party, do not drink the punch. Do not drink any drink. Because if you get drugged, you're done. So by them drugging you, therefore, you will go into a room. You will see a room. You will open the door, like Cat Williams said in his comedic special. Open the door. You're going to see some shit that you've never seen before. You can go into a kitchen. You can see like 20 elites, suits on, ties on, but they whole shit red. Why is it red? Wait a minute. There's a price tag on body parts? What is this? Oh, wait a minute. What is my favorite actor doing in here? Hey, how you doing? Come on, join in, man. Join in. Welcome to the family. This is what we do, man. You know, like, you can ask them. You speak facts too, brother. I appreciate you. Well, it's crazy. I'm still ignorant. That's probably what dreams are. No, literally. But no, but like, real shit though. Like, so you can talk to them and like, you can, what's crazy, no phones, NDA. So you put an NDA, put your phone into a bucket, somebody holds on to it for you to the end of the night. You can ask them, so why do y'all do this? Honestly, man, why not? What do you mean? I mean, look at us. We look good. We smell good. Our skin glows. You know, we're Satan. We're Lucifer. And, you know, we are atheists, so we don't believe in God or Satan because we are God and Satan. So because of that, I'm glad he's just schooling people. Because this shit crazy. Like, even the spiritual leaders won't even talk about this shit. So think about all the spiritual leaders that we know on every social media platform. They'll put bits and pieces of this shit, but they won't tell you because why? They're famous in the same exact industry as them. That's why I don't fuck with spiritual leaders, bro. Y'all are so deceitful. I'll spit on y'all. And GTA. But, so yeah. So you'll ask them and they'll be like they'll actually tell you, but you can't record it, but they're recording you. Why? They're blackmailing you because they know if you're asking a sellout why they're selling out, they're going to question your existence. So they'll be like, well, for example, I trafficked like 2,000 kids today, hypothetically speaking. But yeah, then you'll be like, 2,000 kids? How much you got paid for it? You want to know? You sure you want to know? Are you going to show me? I'd rather show you than tell you. This is what I made today. Somebody like us who never seen this before will be like, shh, don't say it. You made that in a day? A day? Imagine a minute. A minute? Shh. Shut up, nigga. My fault. So yeah. And then of course with the elites, they'll be like, hey, everything okay? Yeah, we're good. We're just having a conversation. We're just having a meeting. All right, just making sure. If you need anything, let me know. Back to eating. So now you're talking and you're sitting there like, I've never seen anyone, my right ear hurts. I've never seen anyone with so much wisdom and not scared to say it. All I'm doing is projecting an infinite teacher's thoughts. So therefore, was I ever teaching you or were you teaching me what you already know? That's crazy. But let's keep on going though. We're not done yet. We're not done. We're finna keep on cooking these pedophiles, man. What the hell? Got 10 minutes left. I ain't done yet. Let's freestyle off the dome. We don't need notes for real. The notes were just something to help you understand the 3D realm. Let's go into the spiritual realm now. So when they tell you to shut up, you sign the blood oath, silent oath. So it's like you can't speak up on what you're seeing because if you do, you'll get blackballed or you'll get sent back to the hood or they'll kill your character and then clone your ass. So he'll tell you shut up or whatever. And so now you're stuck. I'm about to burp. Get it out, nigga. Excuse me. Damn. My fault. So now, once you're sitting there, you're trapped because it's like Tupac when he made Kill Illuminati. It's like, how are you going to join the Illuminati and then be an activist into getting out? It's like you sold your soul, but now you want to be Pan-African and you want to go against the Illuminati when you dedicated your whole life into getting there. It's like your life was predetermined, gang. So even with Michael Jackson, bro, like his own father, if you watch the Jackson 5 movie, go watch that again too, bro. Because they leave out so many things in movies, but they give you breadcrumbs. Even with Michael Jackson, just imagine being the king of pop. Just imagine being like 5 years old, 7 years old. You're in a hotel room with your brothers. Y'all just got done getting beaten, whipped, all of that, but you performed nicely. You performed nicely. So now let's say you're sleeping in the hotel room with your brothers, pause, but like on your own bed. Your dad, Joe, comes into your room, and what's crazy, isolation, don't forget, isolation. So your mom has no awareness of where you even are or what you're doing because she's at home realizing that her sons and daughter are rich, they're famous. So the mom is good, but the dad has full control of Michael Jackson's power. So imagine you being Michael Jackson, you sleeping, your dad, Joe, says, hey, Mike, hey, Mike. And you looking like, huh? You know what time it is, right? What do you mean? And you know he was soft-spoken. So what's crazy, I'm going to get into his trauma too. But he's probably like, what do you mean? We had some CEO executives we had to have a meeting about, and we had to talk about your next song. But I don't want to go. Shh. Dad, what's going on? Hey, Tito, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Okay, let's go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And now Joe, dragging his son, the most iconic figure in the music industry, down the hall. He walks into a meeting and he sees nothing but fake Jews, Jewish, meaning that you're somewhat Jewish, but you interpreted your Jewish ethnicity from real Hebrew Jews. So white people, black people as well, or fake elite or false prophets. So what's that? The Boule Foundation, so the black Illuminati as well. So we also have carbonated beings who are Illuminati or illuminated figurines. So Illuminati means illuminating your light. So the new Illuminati is the Boule Foundation as well. So look at LeBron's tattoo on his chest. So yeah, imagine Michael Jackson going to the room. You walk in, you see people, like you see label heads that control your music. So whatever you do determines how famous your song will be. So ABC, all the songs that you know about Michael Jackson. And now imagine Joe in the room as well with him. And then imagine what they tell Michael Jackson behind closed doors. And don't forget who's outside of the door listening to what's going on. Not only that, don't forget who's protecting any eavesdroppers that are trying to protect him. So therefore, Michael was doomed from the beginning. As soon as he was born, he was literally doomed as soon as he came into the womb. So by that happening, Joe already knew what was going down. And he couldn't even leave because guess who was fucking him? So it's like if your dad is getting fucked and your son is getting fucked, the whole family is fucked. Literally. Excuse my French. So yes, therefore, just imagine what Michael went through. Not only that, trauma. They did him so bad. Not only that, they had him practice dark magic, dark energy. So he was literally summoning demons into getting his songs pushed on the radio because you can't be on the radio just off of your own muscle. No, they had to push you. So by that happening, he did some things that got him stuck in his trauma. That's why he was so soft-spoken. So, hey, it's Michael Jackson, nice to meet you. Yeah, that was literally him when he was a kid. Meaning that these CEOs, Interscope, whatever he was under, his industry that he was working for, they fucked him over, bent him over to where he got to be an iconic figure. And he isolated himself from the family because they knew what was going on and they said nothing. Why? That's why every time you hear him sing, feel his pain. Feel his, like imagine being born into slavery and you can't do shit about it, but you're rich though. You're rich. You're rich. It's like Smooth Criminal, Thriller. It's like, yeah. And just imagine that. It's like you can't, some people can't imagine that. So it's like when people say like he died, he never died. Like he never died. He's still alive and he's still making music to this day. Like he's still getting his consciousness recycled. People are still trying to be like Michael Jackson. You can't be like a frequency that you never comprehended before. On top of that, was Michael Jackson even born? No, he's a figment of your imagination. So therefore, our ego came in with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was nothing but our ego's perception of comprehending a musical icon through God's universal thoughts. And on top of that, Michael Jackson, his whole situation too, They trafficked him and his brothers and his sisters. Not only that, they made sure to, he didn't even turn white, first of all. They made sure to keep the black, so the carbonated being of Michael Jackson, they put him to the side and they said, we want to have a cosmic balance of a sacrifice for Michael Jackson. We want the white people, the Europeans, we want them to love Michael Jackson as well. The Jews, Asians, Arabs, Dravidians, we want everybody in the world to love this figure. So, you know, the world doesn't like black people because they're racist. So let's make him white. So therefore, they're going to clone this nigga, put his consciousness in a fake vessel. Can't make this up. So it's like, there's a machine. There's two machines. You lay down on one, empty vessel on the other. Watch X-Men. I think it's X-Men Days, First Day, Past. It's something. It's one of the X-Men movies. Not First Class, but Days, Past. One of those. But in the beginning, they talk about the transference of consciousness. So Michael Jackson, an empty vessel. Imagine a carbonated being laying on one bed, unconscious. A white vessel that looks like a mimic of Michael Jackson, unconscious as well. So they knocked him out, drugged him, took his consciousness, his thoughts, transferred it, boom. Now he's done. His whole vessel is done for. He has no idea who he even is. His carbonated vessel gone. Now the white version of unconsciousness. He wakes up. Wow, look at life, man. I'm Michael Jackson. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Like, it's shit crazy. Now people like, look what we did, guys. Michael Jackson in the white form. They'll never know. And one day he just came out and was just like, he's Michael Jackson, hear his songs. And nobody ever knew what happened to him. They thought it was he bleached his skin or he got a nose job. And he had vitiligo. Sad, bro. They mock us in front of our faces and we still can't comprehend it. You thought he really had vitiligo. Like, you're basically mocking people that are born with that shit. Can't make this stuff up, man. But we have 1 minute left of class, so I appreciate y'all for watching. This was damn near 2 hours of a teaching, but I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, if you are idolizing celebrities, you idolize Lucifer and Satan. So therefore, you need to question what you're doing in this dimension. Why are you listening? Well, you can listen to whatever you want to listen to. Why are you engaging with male gossip as a male? Why are you engaging with male gossip as a male? What does that make you? You're no better than a woman. No offense to women, but you have female tendencies. So you can't get mad if she does not fuck with you. Because look at you. I have vitiligo. You feel what I'm saying? That should be an insult to you. Like, no offense to you, but like, I'm being for real. Like, people are actually born with that. But the thing is, though, some people have it to where you can't... Let me stop before I even go deep into it. I'm finna get mad again. But yeah, we got 20 seconds of class. But I really appreciate y'all for watching. And my phone is about to die on 20%. But I need to make videos for TikTok and Instagram. So, of course, you'll see it on the timeline with the reels. And, of course, I will bait somebody. So if I make you mad, my opinion worked. Thank you for falling for the bait. Also, this live did not exist. I am that I am. That's the timer. I am that I am, and I am that I'm not. So therefore, were we ever talking this whole entire time? No. The whole entire time, I was articulating the thoughts that you gave me. So therefore, all credit goes to the Most High for this live. On top of that, have a great and wonderful recycled Sunday. Therefore, appreciate your life. Be grateful for your life. And always remember, contradict everything, question everything. You are living in the realm of Lucifer's thoughts. Always remember that you are a fallen mirage of Almighty God's thoughts. So think positive. Because if you don't, Satan and Lucifer will think for you. I love you. Have a great day, God and Goddess. And this live will be on Instagram and YouTube. But yeah, have a great day.